class, previous classes we have started a nuclei chapter in physics second track, and we have completed some concepts about introduction and about the composition of the nucleus and what are types of the nuclei like isotopes, isobars, isotones, isomers, isodiaphers, and what are mirror nuclei. This concept over, and we have started one new topic, nothing but characteristics of the nucleus. In that we have around 4 or 5 characteristics I have given yesterday. Only headings given like a nuclear size, nuclear charge, nuclear mass, and also nuclear density. One more, nuclear spin. In these concepts we have discussed about the nuclear size. What is the size of the nucleus? So generally we know size of the nucleus approximately 10 to the power of minus 14 to 10 power minus 15 meter, and the shape of the nucleus is a spherical. All the nuclei are having a spherical shape, and as mass number increases, volume of the nucleus also increases. So that means hydrogen, if you take a mass number 1, it has a smaller size, whereas if you take a uranium with a mass number 235 or 238, so it has a larger size. So as mass number of the given nucleus increases, the radius or volume of the nucleus also increases. So lighter nuclei will have smaller in size, and a heavier nuclear will have larger in size. For that one formula also have given. So radius of the nucleus is always directly proportional to a to the power of 1 by 3, where a is a mass number, r is radius of the nucleus. If you remove the proportionality, r is equal to r naught into a to the power of 1 by 3. This formula given. Here a is a mass number, r is a radius of the given nucleus, r naught is a proportionality constant. It has a value 1.2 Fermi or 1.2 into 10 power minus 15 meter. With this formula we can calculate size of any nucleus or radius of any nucleus. For example, if you want to calculate the radius of carbon nucleus, so for carbon nucleus I want to calculate what is the radius of the carbon nucleus. So in case of the carbon nucleus, what is the mass number? A equal to 12. So mass number of the carbon nucleus is 12, should take. And R naught is a proportionality constant. Already I have given 1.2 into 10 to the power of minus 15 meter or 1.2 Fermi. Simply we can write. Then what is the radius of the carbon nucleus? R question mark. So in this formula, R not given, A given, R you should calculate. Here you should write the formula R is equal to R naught into A to the power of 1 by 3. R naught place I'll write 1.2. A place you should write 12. That is equal 12 to the power of 1 by 3. Means you should calculate cube root of 12. So sum of the cube roots is easy to calculate. For example, 27 given. So we can write 27 as a 3 cube. 3 get cancelled. Easy to calculate. For example, 4 cube given. For 64 given, for example. So 64 write 4 cube. 3 get cancelled. 4 into 1.2 can write. 125 given. Then 5 cube. 5 5s are 25. 25 5s are 125. So that type of cube roots easy to calculate. But here you should use either scientific calculator or we have to use a logarithm book to calculate cube root of this value. Here 1.2 same, but a cube root of 12 is should calculate, and we should write here value. But how to calculate cube root of 12 means I'll give one method. Next, any problems given, you have to follow the same method. We should take a log. So here I'll take log 12 to the power of 1 by 3. I'll take. So logarithm I am taking, it is equal log 12 to the power of 1 by 3. If a log m to the power of n given, we should use the formula n into log m. Log a to the power of b, b into log a. Same model. Here 1 by 3 into log 12 should write. That is equal to 1 by 3 into, here while taking the logarithms, first we have to choose the characteristic of the given number. So how to find characteristic means a total number of digits minus 1. Here 1, 2 digits are there. So 2 minus 1 is equal to 1. Its a characteristic will be 1 you should write. After writing 1 you have to put the decimal point. Once if you choose the characteristic, there is no importance of the decimal point. And if number of zeros not there, we can put another 2 zeros also. So that means in logarithm book you have to check 12 under 0. The value of log 12 you should check. 0, 7, 9, 1, 8 means round off to 2. 1.0791 something means you can round off to 9 to should write. Divide this value with the 3. 1.0792 by 3. 0.3596. So that is a logarithm of means this value 12 to the power of 1 by 3 value, this one. Once if a calculation over, we have to take anti-log. So we have to check anti-log of this value. Anti-log of this 0.35 means in anti-logarithm we have to check 0.35 value under 9 and under 6. So if you have the log book, we have to check that value or anti-log we have to check 0.35 value, 0.3596 anti-log of. Later if you have the book, how to do means in logarithm book open the second page, anti-logarithm heading will be given and you have to take 0.35 value under 9 first you have to check. Under 6 mean difference we have to add here. After adding you will get 4 digits, means something it is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 digits you will get here. And where we have to put the point means here 0 is there. Here 0 means after 1 digit you have to put the point. If 1 is there, plus 1 you should add. 1 plus 1 is equal, after 2 digits you have to put the point. If for example here 3 is there after 4 digits. So here after single digit you have to put the point here. After first digit we'll get something value here. So that's only cube root you have to calculate, and then we have to substitute here by writing here by multiplying both will get the final answer in Fermi. So note down this one and later by using a Clark book just to check this value, anti-log of this value, and then write here, and after writing this value we have to multiply with 1.2, we'll get answer. So any this type of given we should calculate directly. For example, aluminum given, aluminum instead of the carbon, if they given aluminum, for aluminum atomic number 13, mass number 27 given for example. So this type of easy to calculate. Why easy to calculate means here R is equal to formula R naught into a to the power of 1 by 3. R naught is equal to 1.2, but mass number 27, here you should write at 27 whole to the power of 1 by 3. That is equal to 1.2 into, I'll write it 27 as a 3 cube whole to the power of 1 by 3. Here 3 cancelled. So 3 cancelled means directly 1.2 into 3. So 12 3s are 36. That equal 3.6 Fermi. So check this type of problems, no need to bother. So generally in case of the competitive exams, maximum without using the logarithms only they will give, or we have to take a rough calculations. For example, 27 is there, this value will be 3. 27 means it is equal to 3. If 8 given for example, 8 is equal to 2, nothing but cube root of 8 is equal to 2 cube, right? It is equal to 2. So 8 means it is nothing but 2, and 27 means it is equal to 3. Then 12 means it must be between 2 and 3. Correct? So rough calculations. In case of the competitive exams, any options are given. So we should take the cube root must be between 2 and 3. So automatically it may be 2.3, 2.4, or 2.1, 2.2 around you will get. So 2.2 into nearly 1.2 means 1.2 2s are nothing but 2.4. Around you will get the value nearly 2.6, 2.7 or less than 3 will get answer around. So by using this we can calculate the values. That is about the nuclear size. Next, second property will go nuclear charge. Yesterday given, I think 5 properties given. In that 5 properties, one is a nuclear size completed. Second one, nuclear charge or charge of the nucleus. nuclear charge. So here I am choosing it is the nucleus. So one thing you have to understand, nucleus is not a mathematical point. So nucleus is a region. It is also having some of the particles like protons, neutrons. Some particles are present inside the nucleus. So nucleus is not a mathematical point. It is also a region having something a size also, that you have to understand. So it is a nucleus I am choosing, and this will be atom. So you can take this dotted part can be taken as atom, and the central part can be taken as a nucleus. So generally nucleus contains two type of particles, protons and also neutrons. But outside there will be electrons which are revolving around the nucleus. So here the charge of the nucleus is only because of the protons, not because of the neutrons. So because proton is having what kind of charge? Positive charge, and a neutron is having a zero charge. So charge of the neutron is a zero and the charge of the proton is a positive. So only protons will contribute the charge to the nucleus. So because of the neutrons there will be no charge. But in a nucleus, how many protons are there? If one nucleus given, like for example carbon or oxygen, carbon given with atomic number 6, mass number 12. In a carbon nucleus, how many protons are there? In the previous classes I have mentioned, always atomic number represents number of protons. Atomic number of protons. So carbon nucleus contains total 6 protons. Correct? Charge of one proton is equal, for example, plus E. E means 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 coulomb. Already we know. So charge of one proton is equal plus E means charge of 6 protons equal how much? 6E should write. So charge of the carbon nucleus is equal to 6 times the charge of the proton. Nothing but 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 coulomb. For example, oxygen nucleus given O816. So what is the charge of the oxygen nucleus? It contains 8 protons. So automatically 8E should write. What is the charge of iron nucleus? So iron means Fe with atomic number 26, mass number 56. So you should write automatically plus 26E. That is. In neutral condition, what is the charge of, for example, carbon atom? Not a nucleus, carbon atom. For example, carbon atom contains how many protons? Carbon nucleus contains total 6 protons. It also contains total 6 electrons. Then what is the charge of the carbon atom? Not a nucleus. Carbon atom means we should write a total charge Q is equal to, it contains 6 protons. So plus 6E. Charge of one proton equal plus E and 6 protons equal to plus 6E. It also contains total 6 electrons, same number of electrons. So charge of one electron is equal to minus E and 6 electrons equal to minus 6E. Then what is the net charge? 0. Both will be cancelled. So charge of the carbon atom under neutral condition is equal to 0. But charge of the carbon nucleus is not 0. That you have to understand. In case of the competitive exams, so the question you should read carefully. So the question may be around 5 to 6 lines or 3-4 lines, but total question will be same except one word. The nucleus given or atom given, you have to understand. If a nucleus given, so charge of the carbon nucleus equal to plus 6E. If atom given, it is equal to 0 answer. Correct. So we can write here. So charge of a proton is equal to plus E. Carbon, any nucleus you may take, it contains generally number of protons and number of neutrons. It is I am choosing the element as XZA. It is a nucleus name. I am taking XZA. Z atomic number, A mass number, and AX the name of the element. Charge of one proton equal plus E. So number of protons in a nucleus. Number of protons in a nucleus is equal to Z. Total number of protons in this nucleus equal, you should take Z. Then what is the charge? Charge of one proton equal to E. Then what is the charge of Z protons? ZE should write. So charge of nucleus, the total charge of nucleus I am calculating, Q is equal to plus ZE, simple formula. Any nucleus given, it is a method to calculate, simple, very simple to calculate. So charge of any nucleus given, it is equal to plus ZE. One example I will write here. In case of helium nucleus, helium means atomic number 2, mass number 4. What is the charge of helium nucleus? I'll take a Q is equal to ZE formula, that equal to plus Z means it is equal to atomic number 2, that equal to 2E, which is equal to plus 2E into 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulomb charge value, that equal 2 into 1.6 equal to 3.2. So 3.2 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulomb, easy to calculate. Same way, if it is a, for example, neon given with atomic number 10, mass number 20, I'll take neon. What is the charge of neon nucleus? I'll take a Q is equal to plus, it is equal to total number of protons 10 into E, that equal to plus 10 into 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulomb. 10 into 1.6 equal to 16 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulomb. That is a charge of neon nucleus. So what is the charge of, one more example, charge of, for example, carbon or iron, Fe 2656 atom. What is the charge of Fe? Here in the first two cases I have taken a nucleus. Here also I have taken a nucleus. Whereas third case I have taken a, not a nucleus, I have taken atom. Then what is the charge of iron atom means it is equal to, it contains total 26 protons, that equal to plus 26 into charge of one proton equal to E. It also contains a total 26 electrons. So that equal to charge of one electron is equal to minus E, charge of 26 electrons equal to minus 26E. So plus 26E minus 26E both get cancelled and will get answer as 0. So in neutral condition, any atom you may take, iron, cobalt, copper, gold, silver, or doesn't matter, its charge is equal to 0. But a nucleus charge is not equal to 0. That you have to understand. It is one simple concept, nuclear charge. So for this only we have to remember a simple formula, Q is equal to plus ZE, enough. Now we'll go for third property. I'll choose same nucleus, XZA, name of chemical symbol of the atom or nucleus. Z is equal to atomic number, A is equal to mass number. It contains protons and also neutrons, and this will be the atom. This dotted portion can take atom, and the central part will be nothing but a nucleus. And the third property you can say nuclear mass or mass of the nucleus. Nuclear mass. I'm writing a suffix Mn. The N indicates nucleus, nuclear mass. But generally for charge we are saying only protons will contribute charge to the nucleus. But a mass, both protons and also neutrons, because inside the nucleus there are two type of particles. One is a proton, second one neutron. Proton is having something mass, neutron also having a mass. That's why the sum of the mass of protons and the neutrons will be equal to total mass of the nucleus. So while finding the mass of the nucleus, we should not take only protons. Both we have to consider, protons as well as neutrons, because both are having a mass. While finding the charge of the nucleus, only we have to consider protons. Neutrons not necessary, but for mass, both you have to consider. Generally, In a nucleus, how many protons are there? Total Z protons. And one proton is equal to mass, for example, mp. Just I am taking a mass of one proton is equal to, I am taking a m suffix p. Only p to understand proton, mass of the proton. One proton mass is equal to mp. What is the mass of Z protons? Z into mp. One proton is equal to mass m. Two protons 2m. Three protons 3m. 10 protons 10m. Then Z protons is equal to Z into m or Zmp. It is the total mass of protons. And how many neutrons are there in the nucleus? One formula given. If A is the total number of protons plus neutrons, A, Z only protons. If you subtract both, we will get number of neutrons. So mass of 1 neutron, I am taking a mn. 1 neutron is equal to mn. 2 neutrons, 2 into mn. 10 neutrons, 10 into mn. Total number of neutrons equal to A minus Z. Then it is equal to A minus Z into mn. It is the total mass of the protons. It is the total mass of the neutrons. If you add both, what will get? Total mass of the nucleus. That's only simple formula. Here you should write mass of Z protons in a nucleus, or first mass of one proton. Mass of one proton is equal to m suffix p. I am writing. Your choice, you write m also, okay, no problem. And mass of Z protons in a nucleus equal to Zmp. One proton equal to m, Z protons equal to Zmp, you should write. Similarly, mass of one neutron, mass of one neutron equal to mn. Mass of one neutron equal to mn. Then what is the mass of A minus Z neutrons? Mass of A minus Z neutrons equal to, should write A minus Z into mn. It is a mass of Z protons. It is a mass of A minus Z neutrons. Then what is the total mass of the nucleus? Add both, we will get the answer. Therefore, nuclear mass or mass of the nucleus, mass of the nucleus, I will take m capital N suffix I am taking, it is equal to Zmp plus A minus Z into mn. Or your choice, you may take capital M also, for to understand easily. You take capital M. Mass of the nucleus, we take capital M like this. Here also, capital M I am considering mass of the nucleus. So, what is the total mass of the nucleus? Or nuclear mass means the sum of mass of the protons and the mass of the neutrons. Adding both will get the total mass. Mass of the protons plus mass of the neutrons. So, generally, mass of the proton, mass of the neutron nearly equal. 1.6726 into 10 power minus 27 kg. 1.6749 into 10 power minus 27 kg. Almost both are equal. One example I will give. How to calculate the mass of. But one more important thing. Nuclear size is a very, very small. 10 power minus 15 meter round. So we cannot look into the nucleus. And a proton or neutron, we cannot put in the balance and we cannot weigh. Correct? We cannot measure the mass also. But how to measure the mass of the nucleus? There will be no common balance, no physical balance or no spring balance. We have to use a mass spectrometer. One of the devices used to measure the mass of the very small particles like a proton, neutron, electron, or maybe in case of the nucleus we are using a mass spectrometer. So important, remember this one more question. By using a mass spectrometer, we can measure the mass of the atomic and subatomic particles like proton, neutron, or maybe nucleus. We can measure by using this one. Mass spectrograph or mass spectrometer we can use to measure the mass of the nucleus. And one more, what is the SI unit of the mass generally? Kg. But here kilogram is one comparing to the nuclear size or nuclear mass. So kilogram is a very bigger unit to measure the mass of the proton or mass of the neutron or mass of the nucleus. That's why in case of the atomic physics, generally nuclear physics, instead of using kilograms, we can use AMU. Standard unit is the atomic mass unit. So we can use AMU to measure this one, mass of the nucleus. Generally SI unit of mass means kg only, but we can use atomic mass unit to measure mass of the nucleus. AMU, atomic mass unit or unified mass, used to measure the mass of the nucleus. But what is AMU means? AMU means how to write one atomic mass unit is equal to, we should take a carbon atom. Carbon have number of isotopes. I'll take carbon C612, one of the stable element, carbon C612. So for example, one carbon 12 atom having something mass, like 2 grams or 3 grams or something mass is there. If you divide this mass of the carbon atom with 12, we'll get one AMU. So 1 AMU is equal to 1/12 of mass of carbon 12 atom. Mass of carbon 12 atom. So sometimes the definition may be asked for 1 mark. Define AMU. So how to define means 1 AMU is defined as 1/12 of 1 AMU is defined as 1/12 or 1/12 of the mass of carbon 12 atom. 1/12 of the mass of carbon 12 atom. 1/12 of the mass of carbon 12 atom. But how to find the value of this one means, first we should know the mass of carbon atom. What is the mass of carbon atom? Means for this you have to use Avogadro hypothesis. So generally we can take 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 atoms. 6.023 into 10 power 20, Avogadro number, 23 atoms of carbon C612 is equal to how much? Means it is equal to 12 grams. Means Avogadro number of atoms of carbon C612 contains, it is equal to 12 grams. Then what is the mass of one atom? 6.023 into 10 power 23 atoms of carbon 12 atom is equal to 12 grams. Then what is the mass of one atom? Means take this value right side, will get divided by. Then you can write your mass of 6.023 into 10 power 12 atoms of carbon C612 equal 12 grams. Then mass of one atom of carbon C612 is equal to 12 divided by 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 grams. Correct? Just I'm taking right side only. But how to find atomic mass unit? 1/12 of mass of carbon atom. So 1/12 into this value should write. Then 1 AMU is equal to 1/12 into, correct, 1/12 into mass of one carbon atom is equal, already I have given here, right here, that is equal to 12 divided by 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 grams. 12 get cancelled. Then simple, 1 by 6.023 we have to divide. 0.16603, or I think a standard value 5 will get around 5 into 10 to the power of, we should take 23 to numerator, minus 23 plus become minus 23 grams, or may adjust one more digit, that is called 1.6605 into 10 to the power of minus 24 grams. Check correct or not? Just one digit I am adjusting here, 23 becomes 24 and one digit I am adjusting left side. In a grams means 1.6605 into 10 power minus 24. But I want to express the value in kilograms. 1 kg is equal to 1000 gram, or 1 gram is equal to 10 to the power of minus 3 kg. So 10 power minus 3 minus 24 minus 27 will get. Therefore, 1 atomic mass unit is equal to 1.6605 into 10 to the power of minus 27 kg. Remember this one carefully. It is the value of 1 AMU. So approximately, no problem. Calculations you may take only 1.66 enough. So actually Avogadro number still digits are there, 6.023 something is there. So you may take a 1.6605 not necessary for calculations. 1.66 into 10 to the power of minus 27 kg. Whenever if you want to convert AMU to kg, if you want to convert in numericals atomic mass unit to kilogram, just multiply with a 1.66 into 10 power minus 27. If you want to convert kg to AMU, just divide the value. Simple. So to convert kg to AMU, I'll take a 1 kilogram is equal to 1 by 1.6605 or 1.66 into 10 to the power of minus 27 AMU. That is simple to convert kg to AMU or AMU to kg. With this, I'll give 1 or 2 examples. Like a proton, I'll take. Proton means we know mass of the proton is equal to 1.6726 into 10 to the power of minus 27 kg. But I want to express this value in AMU. How to express this value in AMU? Kg, if you want to convert into AMU, means divide the value with 1.66 into 10 power minus 27. So minus 27 get cancelled. Simple. 1.6726 by 1.6605. We get 1.6726 by 1.6726 divided by 1.6605. 0. 1.007267 7286. Correct? Or if you divide 1.6726 by 1.66. Okay. So you can take up to 7 to 8 AMU or unified mass U should take. So approximately mass of the proton 1.00, standard value 7 to 7 is there. If you round up the value 7 to 8. Same model, what is the mass of the neutron? Mass of the neutron Mn equal to 1.6749 into 10 to the power of minus 27 kg. Here also divide the value 1.6749 divided by 1.6605. 00. Okay, approximately 866 will get standard value 866. Same model if take electron. These 3 fundamental particles you have to remember carefully, but not necessarily no need to by heart. In exam they may give the values. Mass of electron generally 9.11 into 10 power minus 31 kg. This value we have divided with 1.66. 0.000 1.67, where it is 9.11 here minus 31 is there, no problem. After adjusting the digits you will get 0. 5 point okay, 486 means 486, that equal to 48 means round off to 5 AMU. 5 point correct only, but here 10 power minus 27 it is equal to nothing but minus 31 is there. Minus 4 difference is there, you have to adjust the digits, then we get 0.00055 or 548. If you want to calculate mass of the hydrogen atom, we should add mass of the proton and mass of electron, because the hydrogen doesn't contain neutron, only proton plus electron you should take. So mass of the proton plus mass of electron, both if you add, you will get the mass of hydrogen, which is equal to 1.00728. This one also last will give. Hydrogen, mass of hydrogen mH is equal to mass of the proton plus mass of the electron. Mass of the proton 1.00728 plus 0.00055. 1.007825 approximately. 1.00783. So approximately 783. It is a mass of hydrogen atom. So examples only I have given. Any question given, it is only method. How to calculate? It is a process to find AMU to kg or kg to AMU. It is the method. It is about the atom nuclear mass. Next, fourth one, we go nuclear density. Density of the nucleus or nuclear density. So write a rho symbol. I am taking a rho or rho n, nuclear density. So generally nucleus having the mass and also size. So because of the mass and the size, if you divide both, what will get? Nuclear density. So means the nucleus will occupy something a space and also having a something a mass. So the ratio of the mass of the nucleus to the size of the nucleus or volume of the nucleus is called as nuclear density. So if you want to find a nuclear density, the mass of the nucleus by volume of the nucleus, the ratio of mass of the nucleus divided by volume of the nucleus. When we divide both, we will get the nuclear density. Normal matter density means generally mass per unit volume. Mass of the given substance by volume of the given substance. For example, water given, mass of the water, given water by volume of the water. Same model, nuclear density means mass of the given nucleus by its volume. I'll take a nuclear density equal symbol rho. Rho is equal to mass of the nucleus equal, I am taking a mn divided by volume of the nucleus equal to V, you should write. But what is how to find the mass of the nucleus? Already the previous third point I have given. Mass of the nucleus is equal to ZMP plus A minus Z into Mn. It is the mass of the nucleus, mass of the protons plus mass of the neutrons. But almost mass of the proton, mass of the neutron nearly equal. Check here, if you observe carefully, 1.6726 into 10 power minus 27, 1.6749 into 10 power minus 27, almost both are equal. So both I am writing a m. In the above case, whatever mp is there, write m. Mn is there, also write m. Therefore, it is equal to mass of the nucleus equal to Z into m plus A minus Z into m. M common. If take m common, remaining is equal to Z plus A minus Z. Here minus Z plus Z get cancelled. M into A. Here m means mass of the nucleon, maybe proton or neutron. Proton or neutron, it is equal to m. If a nucleus contains a total A nucleons, one nucleon mass is equal to m, then A nucleon is equal to m into A. Simple. But what about the volume of the nucleus? It is one equation for one point, am I right? Volume of the nucleus is equal to formula 4/3 pi r cube. Volume of the nucleus is equal to formula 4/3 pi r cube. But already I have given r is equal to r naught into a to the power of 1 by 3 given already. I'll substitute here. That is equal to 4 by 3 into pi into r plus I'm writing r naught into a power 1 by 3 whole cube. That is equal to 4 by 3 volume of the nucleus V equal to 4 by 3 pi into r naught whole cube. Here a power 1 by 3 whole cube means 3 get cancelled. Only a you should write. So it is a 2. Now these two you have to substitute in this formula. Density is equal to mass by volume. We have obtained mass of the nucleus and also volume of the nucleus. Both formulae, both we have to substitute in the main formula. Density is equal to mass by volume. So I'll substitute here. Therefore, nuclear density is equal to mass of the nucleus means you should write Ma divided by volume of the nucleus is equal to 4 by 3 pi into r naught cube into A. Cancel A numerator and denominator and take a 3 to numerator. Therefore, 3 into m divided by 4 pi into r naught cube. It is a density of the nucleus formula. So one of the important formula. From this formula we have to understand how the density of the nucleus varied, like a hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, or maybe carbon or boron, iron, nickel, cobalt, different nuclei I want to take, and how the nuclear density will change you have to understand. In this formula, what are the constants and what are the variables? Yeah, numbers 3 constant, 4 constant, pi also constant 3.14, r naught also have mentioned proportionality constant or experimental constant 1.2 Fermi given, so r naught also constant. What about m? Here m means what? Not mass of the nucleus, mass of the nucleon. Here already I have mentioned mass of the proton or mass of the neutron nearly equal to mass small m written. So this mass of the nucleon also constant only. Like in a hydrogen nucleus, what is the mass of the proton? 1.67 into 10 power minus 27 kg. Whereas in a carbon nucleus, what is the mass of the proton? Same 1.67 into 10 power minus 27 kg. And what is the mass of the same proton in a uranium nucleus? Also same. Wherever you have go, so in any nucleus, mass of the proton no change, mass of the neutron no change. So automatically, so the small m also constant only. Correct. So here mass constant, r naught constant, 4 by 3 pi constant. Then what about density? Also constant. Any nucleus you may take, so it does not depends upon mass number because already we have cancelled mass number. Like a hydrogen 1, helium 2, 4, like mass number already cancelled. So nuclear density does not depends upon mass number. For all the nuclei, density remains the same. That's a very important point. Note down this one. Nuclear density is independent of mass number. Nuclear density is independent of mass number. Means it does not depends upon the atomic mass number. Its value is the same. Its value is same for all the nuclei. Its value is same for all the nuclei. So whatever the nucleus you may take, the value remains the same, no change. And if you want to calculate the value, I'll use here rho n is equal to here 3 into mass of the nucleon approximately 1.67 into 10 power minus 27. By using this formula, I want to calculate the nuclear density. 4 into pi value 3.14. R naught value already I have mentioned 1.2 Fermi. But 1 Fermi is equal to 10 power minus 15 meter. 1.2 into 10 to the power of minus 15 whole cube. I'll write a numerator value same or multiply this one. 3 into 1.67. 3 into 1.67. 5.01 divided by, first multiply this one, 1.2 into 1.2 into 1.2, 3 times, into 3.14 into 4. 1.2 into 1.2 into 1.2 into 3.14 into 4. 21.703 into 10 power minus 45. 15 cube is there. So how to multiply means 3 times you have to multiply this one. 1.2 into 1.2 into 1.2 into 3.14 into 4. Now divide this value. 5.01 by 21.703. 0.2308 into 10 to the power of, take minus 45 to numerator, it become plus 45 minus 27, 10 to the power of 18. Adjust one digit, that is called 2.308 is there. I want to round off this value approximately 31 into 10 to the power of 17 kg per meter cube. So that is the value of nuclear density. Nuclear density is a very large value. Check carefully. 10 power 17 kg per meter cube is there. 10 to the power of 17 kg per meter cube. Very, very large value. Even comparing to water also. So we get order of nuclear density. Order of nuclear density. Order means only powers I am considering. Order of nuclear density is equal to 10 to the power of 17 kg per meter cube. So order, only order I am writing, exact value means 2.3 is there. If you take order 10 power 17 kg per meter cube. But what is the order of density of water? The density of the water, rho W I am writing, 10 cube. Water has a density 1000 kg per meter cube. That means in a volume of 1 meter cube, water we can place the 1000 kg of the water. For example, if you consider one box, a cubical box. So what is a cubical box dimensions? Kg per meter cube means length 1 meter, breadth 1 meter, height also 1 meter. So such a box we have to consider, 1 meter cube box. In that box, how much water we can fill? 1000 kg of water we can fill. In the same box, how much nuclear matter we can fill? 10 to the power of 17 kg per meter, 10 power 17 kg of matter we can fill. So just we cannot imagine. Means in a small box, for example, 1 meter cube box, if you take for example more than thousands of the crores of people, so we have to compress, and if you place inside the box, we cannot imagine. Same way, in a 1 meter cube volume, the nuclear density will occupy 10 power 17 kgs matter, whereas water will occupy only 10 cube. If you divide both, what will get? Density of the nucleus by density of the water is equal to 10 to the power of 17 by 10 to the power of 3. If we take 10 power 3 to numerator, 10 power 14 will get. 17 minus 3 equal to 14. So which is equal to 10 to the power of 14. That means nuclear density is equal to 10 power 14 times that of the density of the water. Check here, how many times nuclear density is more means 10 power 14 times more. Very, very large. And what does this large density of the nucleus represents? So one has to understand, in a nucleus the matter will be in a highly compressed state. There is a more compression, highly compressed state. For example, if take it is a nucleus. It is a nucleus means how the matter means highly compressed, fully compressed, and we have to kept inside the nucleus. Once if the matter came outside, a large amount of energy will be liberated by converting into energy. But inside the nucleus also, throughout the nucleus, density is not the same. Exactly at the center of the nucleus, the nuclear density will be maximum. So whatever thick shade I am giving, so that we can take the central part of the nucleus, not atom. It is for example a nucleus. Inside the nucleus, where the density is maximum means exactly at the center of the nucleus, density is a maximum, rho maximum at the central part. When we are going outside, as we are going away from the center of the nucleus, the nuclear density gradually decreases like this. And finally, it becomes zero at a particular place. So, as we are going away from the center of the nucleus, the density gradually decreases. And where it is a maximum? At the center, density is a maximum. And where it is a minimum? Almost at the end of the nucleus, where the radius is 10 power minus 15 meter around, the nuclear matter become zero. You should take. So here we can write nuclear density is a maximum. Nuclear density is a maximum at its center. Nuclear density is a maximum at its center, and gradually decreases if we are going away from the center of the nucleus. If you are going or if you are moving away from the center of the nucleus, if you are going away from the center of the nucleus, but generally where to where we have to take a radius or size of the nucleus means one standard definition given. For example, it is the center of the nucleus where the density is highest value. When we are going away from the center of the nucleus, the density gradually decreases. At a particular place, the density becomes half of the value comparing to center. For example, at the center, density equal to 10. Just number example I am giving here 10, but here value is equal to only 5, half of the value. Between these two, whatever the distance is there, that can be taken as radius. So the distance between the center of the nucleus to a point where the density become half, that can be taken as radius of the nucleus. You can write that one, note down point. The distance between the center of the nucleus to distance between the center of a nucleus to distance between the center of a nucleus to a point, center of a nucleus to a point where its density becomes half, where its density becomes half, that its center density becomes half, that its center is known as radius of a nucleus, is known as radius of a nucleus, radius of a nucleus. So these are the general points about the nuclear density. Even comparing to Earth also, nuclear density is more. Earth is having only 5000 kg per meter cube around, but nuclear density is 10 power 17 kg per meter cube. So that is completed. So next class we will discuss stability of the nucleus and Einstein mass energy equation is there, E equal mc square, and then we will go for a mass defect, binding energy and specific binding energy and curve. Okay, thank you.